इंडिया भाई जबरदस्त से है। इंडिया के अच्छा लिखा है इन्होंने टाइटल में कि जस्ट डर्ट और एंड पुअर्टी, क्या यहाँ पे सिर्फ डर्ट है और मतलब धूल मिट्टी और ऐसा है, और साथ पुअर्टी गुर्बत है, ये बताया इन्होंने। लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है, ये अब मॉडर्न हम इंडिया को देखने लगे हैं। ठीक है कि दोनों एस्पेक्ट वहाँ पे है जैसे हमारे पाकिस्तान में भी, लेकिन इंडिया का बड़ा जबरदस्त लुक है जो ये भाई दिखाने लगे हैं, तो देखते हैं।
In this video, I'm going to show you the modern India, in a city that's as close to Delhi airport as Delhi itself. This is a place of gleaming high-rises, fancy malls and lively nightlife. Welcome to the cyber city of Gurugram. Gurugram is one of the relatively new corporate hubs of India. There's more than 60% of the top 500 Indian companies here, and there's loads of the international brand names you'll recognise on the office buildings here. You see these shiny office buildings everywhere, all over. And of course, all these companies coming here has brought a lot of wealth to the area. It's created jobs, and also it's given rise to these modern malls, these entertainment areas, and everything that we have here today. And where we are now is one of the nicest of the entertainment areas, DLF Cyber Hub. Of course, it's behind gated security, but it's super clean, really nice, relaxed place to be. Absolutely lovely. And it's so tranquil compared to the busy streets outside. What you'll find here is bars, shops, restaurants, and it's a lot of fun when the sun goes down. You can see, even though this is kind of late on a Saturday afternoon, there's not really so many people here. There's a few people walking around enjoying themselves here, but it's not super busy. It's so far removed from the hectic parts you get of some of the Indian cities. Again, such a contrast. How can you compare this to the likes of Old Delhi? And it's really just such a short distance away from here. There's also a pretty handy metro system here, getting you around Gurugram, but also you can link all the way into central Delhi. Of course, it gets a bit crowded at peak times, but if it's going where you need, it's super handy. You can avoid the roads. Golf Course Road here is one of the modern thoroughfares where the metro runs. As usual around here, it's filled with shiny office buildings, malls, restaurants and bars. Let's get on the metro right now and go to one of the biggest malls in Gurugram. Gurugram is very much a working city, so what you find much busier on weekdays and weekends. You find me on this metro on a Saturday, and look how quiet it is. And this is Ambience Mall, supposedly the #1 mall in Gurugram, one of the biggest in the country. Well, I've just come in and there's a ton of shops here, mostly clothing so far, but it's absolutely full of international brands and labels. It's absolutely huge, and I think I've only just scratched the surface. Kind of daunted in these big malls. I never really know where to go. The first floor still seems to be closed, more of the same really, although less of the international brands that I know the names of. But I'm seeing signs, well, quite some good signs, that there's a food area up on the 3rd floor. So I'm certainly going to head up there, see what's going on there. Up on the 2nd floor here, more of the same really. Still some clothes, shoes, glasses, that kind of thing. I guess though, I did come to a mall, so I got to expect shops. Anyway, one more floor, and that should be the food area. Now this is where it gets a lot more interesting to me. Got a cinema there. Definitely in the food area, some not very good restaurants over there. Now we're talking. This is where all the life is. There's loads of people here. People just want to eat rather than shop. This food court is packed to the brim with people. Lots of little food places around the side. Looks like loads of choice. But there's also loads and loads of restaurants around as well. I'm definitely going to eat something. I don't know what yet, but wow. Okay, let's just see what's on offer. Oh, being in here is making me so hungry. Wow. Okay, well I promised you the real modern India, and here we go. This to me is it. So I'm not going for traditional Indian food. There's so much choice from around the world here. I'm actually at Jamie Oliver's kitchen. Yep, they got one of those here in Ambience Mall. So I've ordered a pizza. It looks like kind of kooky pizza, but I think it's going to be delicious and so different from what I'm used to with Indian food. Would you look at that? That immediately looks completely different to what I've seen around here before. Let's take a bite. That is absolutely delicious. That is lovely dough. Really, really nice tomato sauce. Super tasty. This is India. I bet you didn't think you could get this here, did you? That is fantastic. You're going to have to lead me to this. Up to the 4th floor now. Suppose there's bowling up here. I see a massive games arcade right by me here. I don't even know what that is. Some kind of VR car game or something. Looks kind of cool. But there's one more thing that I'm looking for here. Supposedly, this mall has India's largest indoor ice rink. Oh, and I think I might have just found it. Ice skate. Well, that's a bit of a giveaway. And sure enough, here it is. Okay, again, that was super nice. So strictly speaking, I think you have to have a ticket to get in, but I didn't have that. I asked them if I could just go and take a look, and sure enough, they let me in to take a look. Fantastic. I always loved ice skating when I was growing up. I used to be a really keen ice skater, so it's kind of cool to see this here. And that was Ambience Mall. Now let's head off and explore a completely different side to Gurugram. So were you thinking that Gurugram was just all office buildings, malls, and generally a concrete jungle? Well, it's not. The Avarali Biodiversity Park here is a lovely green oasis, just amongst it all here in the city. And this is a perfect place, a calm oasis, just come and relax. Go for a nice walk away from the traffic, away from the horns. Look at this lovely green space here. Would you ever imagine this was in the city? So close to all the high-rises and so totally peaceful. Wow, it's just these endless pathways here with seemingly no frame of reference. I'm not quite sure where I am right now. But hey, it's a really nice walk. That's a lovely viewpoint there. It really shows the scale of the park and the area here. So much green. Right, let's grab a tuk-tuk and get back into the heart of Gurugram. Well, if I can find my way out of here, of course. 32nd Avenue here is certainly on the fancier side. It's behind gated security, of course, but it's filled with international restaurants, cafes, that sort of thing, well-dressed people walking around. It's a lovely, calm environment. It's quite small compared with something like Cyber City, but super chill, really nice, and to think this is just across the busy road from, well, the crazy heart where we'll go to a bit later. There's corporate offices all around. You'll see names you'll recognise dotted on the shiny buildings. And as I say, plenty of places to eat here. But for me, I think it's just a nice place just to sit and be, to people watch, and just generally soak in the kind of calm around here. It's a beautiful place. Now Gurugram is known for its nightlife. There's rooftop bars, restaurants and nightclubs scattered all around. And then there's the infamous Sector 29. Let's go there right now, check it out, via a little stop on the way. And this is it, right around the corner from the main square of Sector 29, with all its raucous bars and clubs, we have this, Leisure Valley Park. Okay, there's some music playing, but still, this is a lot more relaxed. And that's quite nice. I didn't expect a fountain and music show here. Oh well, the sun's going down. I've put this off long enough. Let's head around the corner to the infamous Sector 29 main square. And this is the main nightlife square of Sector 29. This place is crazy. It's surrounded by bars, restaurants, brew pubs. There is so much life here, but it's only just getting started. It's quiet at the moment, but you see this place. It's crazy. So I'm going to start my Sector 29 experience with Train Restaurant. This place looks so unique, and you're going to see why shortly. Hello. 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 That's by the window, it's alright?
Yeah, you think?
Awesome. So, train restaurant. It's called train restaurant because all of the tables are fitted with little train tracks. A little toy train comes around automatically with the food to the tables. So I've ordered a curry, of course, just the recommendation of the house along with the recommendation naan bread. I'm sure it's going to be delicious. Look at that, that's incredible. Lovely, lovely food delivered by train. That's lovely. That's absolutely lovely. That curry, really nice. It starts off like having a simple tikka masala or something like that. Starts off quite light, creamy, delicious, so full of flavour and spice. But then the actual hot spice is not too intense. It just builds a little in the finish, like this nice kind of heat on your tongue. The naan, lovely, stuffed with onions. Again, kind of, well, I think flavourful, but it's hard to tell because the curry's so flavourful. That was a fun experience, absolutely delicious food. I went there for the city train novelty, but also the food was really good as well. So let's finish the night now, like you have to around here really. Okay, there we go. It's still early evening, but welcome to the joy that is Sector 29 at night. It's noisy, it's brash, and there's bars everywhere.
एक कहते सिटी है अभी, ये गुरुग्राम सिटी है इनकी, गुड़गांव भी शायद उससे बोलते हैं ना। तो कहते हैं वो उसके फ्लेवर हम आपको दिखा रहे हैं, उसी में कितना कुछ इन्होंने दिखा दिया है। और बड़ी मॉडर्न एक सिटी, और इसमें एरियाज बड़े मॉडर्न बने हुए, लेटेस्ट। जब मॉल्स देखा ना तो हम वो डिस्कस करेंगे, मॉल्स में हमारे सारे मॉल्स को मिला लेना, पैकेजेस, इंपोरियम, अमाना और कौन से हमारे मॉल्स हैं, डॉलमेन, फोर्ट्रेस स्क्वायर, इन सब को पार्ट्स जोड़ लेना, तो फिर ये वाला मॉल बन रहा था जो यहाँ था। हम बताते कि बिल्कुल सेम एज इट इज वहाँ सेम, बहुत रिजेम्बलेंस थी इसमें, बड़ा ज्यादा ना। तो वो बड़ा मजा आया, मॉल VIP मॉल था, इतना जबरदस्त मॉल था। अच्छा, फिर उसमें साइबर सिटी, शुरू में आपने एक सिटी देखी ना जिसमें गूगल ऑफिस दिखा दिए, बड़े बड़े ऑफिस, इंटरनेशनल ब्रांड्स हैं उनके वहाँ पे। हम पहले ही ऑलरेडी सारा कुछ देख चुके हैं ना, तो दोबारा से एक रीकैप हो गया हर चीज का। इस तरह फिर वो दिखा दिया, वो निशु की हमने एक वीडियो देखी थी, उसमें हमने रिएक्शन दिया था। उसमें ना ये ट्रेन जो रेस्टोरेंट था ना, खाना आ रहा, बड़े फन, वो वियर्ड रेस्टोरेंट्स में थे ना, अजीब-ओ-गरीब रेस्टोरेंट। उनमें से एक ये ट्रेन रेस्टोरेंट भी था जिसमें ट्रेन पे खाना आ रहा, बाहर ट्रेन और रेलवे का लिखा हुआ है, पूरी पटरियां बनी हुई हैं और सारा ना बड़ा प्यारा। अच्छा, वो था। इसी तरह इन्होंने पार्क में चले गए, तो हमें वो रेस कोर्स का हम कहने लगे, हमें को ये तो बिल्कुल रेस कोर्स की तरह, यहाँ बिल्कुल रेस कोर्स है ना ये लाहौर में, तो वो उस जैसा मैच कर रहा है। ये सारी चीजें ना इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे बनाई जाती हैं, तो सारा कुछ मैच ही हो रहा होता है, मुझे लगता है ऐसे ही है। तो
पाकिस्तान में कुछ है
इस तरह का, तो हमारे यहाँ ऐसे, हमारे भी यहाँ पे ऐसे ही है। तो बड़ा मजा आया देख के, कुछ सारा मिलता जुलता ही लगा। और भाई ने खाने जो खाए वो भी बिल्कुल इंडियन वाले सही ट्रेडिशनल खाने जो थे, नान और वो मिर्च मसाले, कड़ी शड़ी और उसके फ्लेवर्स और मसालों की बातें करेंगे, स्पाइसी और बड़े बड़े जबरदस्त है। और इसी तरह फिर उन्होंने और अच्छा एक वीडियो में काफी चीजों को कवर किया, पार्क भी दिखा दिए, मॉल हो गया, साइबर सिटी हो गई, और फिर रेस्टोरेंट दिलेरी वो हो गया। इंडिया में तो माशाल्लाह आपको पता है कि इतनी वैरायटी है ना कि हम खुद हैरान हो जाते, इतनी लैंग्वेजेस, इतनी तरह के लोग, इतनी तरह के वो फ्लेवर हैं, कलरफुल ट्रेडिशंस हैं, कस्टम्स, अपना ही उनके लिबास चेंज हो जाते हैं एकदम से, और लैंग्वेजेस चेंज हो जाएंगी बिल्कुल, उनकी वो नहीं जो होती है रवायात कहा जाता है, टिपिकल, सब कुछ ही चेंज हो जाता है। जैसे एक स्टेट चेंज होती है, आपका वो खाना चेंज हो जाता है, मसाले चेंज हो जाते हैं, बड़े अजीब सा हमें लगता है। हालांकि हम यहाँ से पेशावर साइड पे भी चले जाए ना, तो ठीक है, वहाँ पठान और पंजाब का फर्क है, लेकिन इतना ज्यादा भी हमें फील नहीं होता ना जितना यहाँ पे इंडिया में एकदम से चेंज हो जाता है सारा कुछ ही ना। तो और इतना ज़्यादा हमारे यहाँ कुछ थोड़ा सा है, तो वहाँ पे तो भाई भरमार है फ्लेवर्स की और कलर्स की, और बड़ी ज़बरदस्त वीडियो कहते हैं हम तो इस
काफी वैरायटीज है,
बड़ी वैरायटी है। तो कह रहे थे कि हम ना अभी तो ये मुझे लग रहा है स्टार्ट है, और हम भी यही सोचते हैं जब हम इंडिया का कुछ भी देखने लगते हैं, हमारी नेबर कंट्री है तो हमारे साथ वो आपको पता है वजह है, तो हम ना जब भी देखने लगते हैं हैरान हो जाते हैं इतना कुछ है यहाँ पे, तो बड़ा ज़बरदस्त है जी। इसी तरह और भी वीडियो लेके आते हैं और इंडिया के रंग देखते हैं आप साथ।